about to take this quiche out of the oven. I'm Dr. Nancy Stanley, physical therapist, life coach, and health coach, and I wanted to share this recipe with you. I'm cooking up this quiche. I'm going to my Connect group, my Bible study, and I have taken this quiche, I don't know, this may be the 5th time, and they're like, bring it again because it is so delicious. All right, so let me get something to serve it up with. So here we go. Maybe this will work. All right, so I'm just gonna cut a piece, and you know, really what we do at the Bible study is we just dip out. We just dip it out. I don't really serve it up in any particular, you know, squares or anything, but if you're doing an event or something, you might want to do that. But here you go, and it is so, look at it, how moist it is. It's not dry at all, and the key to that is whipping up your eggs and a lot of liquid, and I put it in the oven on 400 for about 8 minutes, and that browns it. It immediately browns, so don't get scared. It's gonna brown, and then I turn it down to 350 and let it cook until the middle quits jiggling, and it actually puffs up. So you want it to puff up. Now I've also got with that, so this is a perfect keto breakfast or brunch or whatever, a couple of strawberries, 3 blackberries, and a couple of raspberries. These are your best berries if you're on keto, all right? Make sure you wash your strawberries really good. I thought I had a straw here. I was gonna show you my little trick again. I know I had a straw here. Oh well. Let me see if I can find one over here. Okay, there. Okay, so, oh, there's my straw. I knew it was there. Okay, so you put your straw in the end of the strawberry on the tip, and you push it through straight up at the core, and look what happens. Well, usually it happens. You see it pop that out, and look what I've got. That's the core, and then I can come back here and just peel off those leaves, and I've got a perfect strawberry. So you don't have to cut them. You don't have to cut them and cut that top off. You know, it's kind of aggravating to do that. So I can't wait to dip this out, and my husband's going to be thrilled about it. But I want to show you how I put it together. Okay, really easy. So this is all right, so the recipe is in let me have your email if you want this recipe, because I'm probably going to be sending it out Friday. All right. Okay, that would be, yeah, tomorrow. So this is a ½ pound of sausage, cooked sausage. I just, browned it in the pan. But the recipe is a whole pound, 10 eggs, a quart of heavy whipping cream, and I never use that much. I usually use 2 cups. Well, I guess that is a quart, 4 cups. And I always split the recipe. So this is a half of the recipe right here, what you're looking at. And then 2 cups of cheese. You can use cheddar. I like to use mozzarella and provolone. It makes it smooth, but today I had cheddar, so that's what we've got. So these are my 5 eggs. Now it's really important that you really whip these eggs and let them be room temperature. So if I'm making it in the morning, I take it out the night before and have the eggs at room temperature. I even leave the milk sitting out. And because you don't want it to have to cook so long. If it's all cold when you put it in the oven, it takes a long time to cook. And what this is the 2 cups of heavy cream, and the 2 cups of heavy cream. So I'm going to pour this into the egg mixture. Yep, awesome. And then what I'll add different things, like I have put bacon in the bottom along with the sausage. You could just do bacon. I'm not a bacon fan, so I don't usually do that, but my family loves bacon. So, and then this is dill weed and chives, freshly cut up. And so look at there, isn't that beautiful? And gosh, smells so good. So I just love it. There are definitely some nutrients that you're getting from this. This is probably about a tablespoon of each. Do what you like. You could put basil, you could put oregano, you could put garlic, you could put, it's endless, but this is your basic recipe, okay? And then I'm just gonna stir that up, and all that has to happen now is I just have to pour it over this. Let me make sure I got everything in here. Oops, about to leave out the cheese. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna put that cheese in there. I'm just gonna gently stir it up, you know, just kind of stir it around, get it all kind of mixed in there. And I like the way the green, you know, gives a little pop to the flame, but, and you can see it in there, but it doesn't really I need a bigger dish, but I use my big dish for that. So here we go. And I got the oven over here on 400. I'm gonna do it on 400 for a few minutes, and then I'm going to, let me put these things out of the way. And then I'm gonna turn it down to 350. So here we go. Actually, I got the oven on 350, so I'm gonna start it over on 400. Okay, and I'm gonna set my timer for 10. Okay, all right, so there you go. That's what that is, but I'm just gonna tell you, you don't wanna miss this quiche, and your family will love it. And like my Bible study group, they're like, yeah, bring the quiche. So you could add spinach to it, you could add peppers to it, you could add whatever you wanted to it, but it's a great, I'm just gonna have to taste it, you know. I mean, I know it's good. I don't wonder if it's good because I made it. Oh, and I forgot salt. You're definitely gonna want to put some salt in it. But your cheese, remember, has a good bit of salt, but it's just smooth, okay? And especially if you do the mozzarella and the provolone. It's really, really smooth. Okay, so now I want to talk about this because this is life. This is life. And I just realized I forgot to put my lipstick on, but it's okay. Don't you love this little top? I got it at Walmart. I love it when I go in Walmart and they have tops that look like what I wore in high school. I don't look like I did in high school. I was a skinny little thing, and it was before I had kids, nurse babies and all that. But I just love it. I found a top, I wore it the other night when I did a thing, and it has I call it a brocade, or actually it was a trim. What do they call it? Anyway, my grandmother had made me one, and it was lace with a green velour, green velvet ribbon in it, and it was similar to that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, flashback. Okay, so my friend Ben Azadi is always talking about vitamin G, and I talk about vitamin G. We talk about all the vitamins. Of course, you need vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin E. You need all those vitamins, but vitamin G is the one you start with in the day. The very first thing you do when you open your eyes is you express gratitude. And here's why. Because gratitude makes everything enough. And I found that in my life. I've been through some tough things in my life. You know, dad dying with cancer, mom dying with Alzheimer's, depression, son in addiction, you know, daughter with some major chronic pain issues and birth defects, you know, just things that, and just, you know, I could go through my list just like you have a list. But what I found is if I'm grateful, it changes my perspective. And now what we know is it literally changes your brain. The literal, not just your thinking, but the literal pathways in your brain, the neurons, okay? And so I want to change my brain for the best. I've been listening this week to a summit on microbiome, the gut in your brain, and there's so much about that. And we'll talk about that later. But today I want to just start with what you can do every day to change your brain. And number one, you can open your eyes. When you open your eyes, you can just say, today is a good day. Or God, thank you that I can get out of the bed on my own. And you may be out there and you may not be able to do that. You may have to have someone to come help you. Well, then you could say thank you for someone that can come and help me get out of bed. And then the question to ask when you start going through the day and you're thinking about what you're going to eat, then you're going to say, is this good for my brain or is it bad for my brain? And negative thinking is not good for your brain. Donuts are not good for your brain. Candy bars, granola bars, oatmeal, toxic oils, French fries, even Chick-fil-A French fries are fried in. You know, it's just not good for your brain. And so, But today I wanted to talk about what you're thinking, your thoughts in your brain, all right? And then, you know, to have this thought that eating crappy food, I don't really like that word, but eating bad food, eating poison, okay, let's just say that, non-optimal food, is not a reward, but it's a punishment, you know? And so think about that. Are you going to punish yourself or are you going to reward yourself? Okay, I hope you'll make this quiche. It's delicious. And again, give me your email and I'll send this out with this video, you know. So it's simple to do and this is simple to do. There's no one that can't do this. Anyone can do this. So I hope you'll do it. So have a great day and let's talk soon.